I previously served in the U.S. Army for 9 years. In the U.S. Army, I was a military policeman. I found my park. My park is Bryce Canyon National Park, and I actually grew up in this area. I grew up next to the park, so this was kind of my playground when I was a kid. And one of my dreams after getting out of the military was to come back and work in this national park. And I feel that I am still serving my country in this capacity because we are working in this national park to preserve the resources, the cultural and natural resources, for the enjoyment of future generations. My national park is Bryce Canyon National Park, and that's how I found it.
I found Bryce Canyon National Park through a vacancy announcement. This is my dream job, to live here in the park and work in the park and interact with visitors. I'm serving twice. I've served in the military 26 years, including active duty and reserve time in the Navy. I was a weather officer in the Navy and served also in the National Weather Service and here at the National Park Service. Love working here in the Park Service. It's really a joy and a privilege to be able to serve people here in the parks and to protect our natural resources, our geological resources, our sounds, and our air quality. So I found my park here at Bryce Canyon National Park.
My name is Brian Ronhorst, Staff Sergeant in the U.S. Army Reserve at 400 Liquid, California in the 91st Division. This is my first national park at Bryce Canyon National Park. After 15 years in the over 15 years in military service, I'm also doing my duty as a National Park Service Ranger for the Interpretation Division. I do multimedia graphics, visual information specialist. Do the brochures, maps, also the Bryce Canyon National Park webpage, and also do the social media pages. I found my park at Bryce Canyon National Park.
I work at Bryce Canyon National Park in beautiful southern Utah in the High Plateau District. I'm an interpretive ranger. I've been here about 7 months. Started in April of 2015. I really enjoy the job. I get to go out and talk to visitors and educate visitors. I served my country 4 years in the U.S. Navy. I was in Hawaii and San Diego. I was a telecommunications specialist. I ran the comm center there. And here in the park, I think the biggest aspect is educating visitors on the wonderful opportunities of what they're looking at, while at the same time educating them on safety. I found my park at Bryce Canyon National Park.
I am the Education Outreach Specialist and Geologist for the Bryce Canyon Natural History Association. I've been in this position for less than 1 year. I came here in January of 2014 as a geoscientist in residence and then transitioned into my present position. I'm a 12-year U.S. Army veteran. I did 2 tours in Vietnam as a light weapons specialist, and my later time in the Army, I was a drill sergeant and an Army recruiter. I'm a retired university geology professor, and I used to do field work in this area, and so I found my park at Bryce Canyon National Park.
I am a former non-commissioned officer in the United States Air Force, where I served as an instructor aerial gunner aboard the B-52 aircraft. Now I am a volunteer in the Interpretation Department at Bryce Canyon National Park, and I found my park at Bryce Canyon National Park.